Welcome. My name is Cynthia Ann Layton. My website is slowselfimprovement.com. And I'm here today to teach you a little bit about how to stop procrastinating humbly. I want to change your life today with insights to help you grow yourself. If you're keen to gain a stream of income by helping people, this is going to help you to grow in that role. When we get to Here's What's Working Today, I encourage you to take notes. Are you struggling to overcome challenge or two or more? Wondering how you can make your life better so that you can live the life of your dreams? Are you irritated that in the actions you do take, you're not making the kind of consistent, persistent progress that feels effective at making your life better and meaningful? Your potential is real. Your joy is possible. You can guide yourself more effectively to reach for and to become a better version of yourself. Imagine living the life of your dreams. It fits your aspirations and your limitations, while seeing, feeling, and transitioning your way into your next act as a doable adventure, and acting accordingly each day. And there's the rub, isn't it? Acting accordingly each day. Imagine figuring out how to live the life of your dreams in a gentle, humble, slow self-improvement process that you appreciate day to day, and therefore act to implement day in and day out with joy. What you want is bigger than one step. That's how it gets to be a bit daunting, and how your implementation challenges you. You want to be at the top of the steps, whatever the journey is that you're on. You want to be at the top, and you recognize procrastination's gotta go. You want to go from where you are to wherever you want to be. You're willing to learn to let go of procrastinating on what matters to you because you want to do the work to become a better version of yourself. You want to start discovering the life of your dreams and even work to add dreams. Oh, some days you wish you could just skip ahead, be there already. Yet generally, you're a bit eager to practice becoming that better you. You want to stop procrastinating. Deep down, you know that's part of what it's going to take to live the life of your dreams. Implementing what's next. Doing what fits you, one bite at a time. Feeling at home in the present moment. Knowing you're becoming a better you, despite life's challenges. You want to move through positive change and to actual growth, overcoming uncertainties, and maybe even fears to live the life of your dreams. Here's what's holding you back. Life's fierce challenges are hard. Life's fiercest challenges differ from one time of your life to another. Sometimes you feel that you've crashed into a wall and gone splat, or you feel you're about to do so. Those feelings are real, but feelings are often simply about your fears. Lots of people get stuck in a dead end, or simply fail to achieve takeoff. Settle for too little in life. Sometimes you do too. Yet focusing too much there doesn't help you get the actual growth that decreases distress, which you need. Well-meaning folks who tell you what to do often don't walk the journey with you, and maybe don't listen to you. Perhaps that's why you discount them. There's a problem with partial solutions. Tough problems don't tread water. When you stop moving forward during tough challenges, you don't just float and stay in place. When every bit you gain is hard fought, you don't want to lose anything of what you've gained. Here's what's working today. Today I'm going to teach you how to make room for a better you to emerge, including how to eliminate procrastination. Yes, you can eliminate procrastination. Here's a definition from dictionary.com. Procrastination, the act or habit of procrastinating, or putting off or delaying, especially something requiring immediate attention. She was smart, but her constant procrastination led her to be late with almost every assignment. First, I'm going to teach you a simple way to begin to make room for a better you to emerge, and then we'll dive into how to eliminate procrastination by using what you learned. Let's begin simply. Look more closely at the biggest tree in this picture. It's big and tall. The tree is on a bit of a hill. It's split into 3 trunks at the base. There are branches and leaves. Have you thought of focusing on one simple leaf? Yes, it's a metaphor. And you get a different perspective, which may be exactly what you need for whatever's next to come into focus, so that you can contribute yourself fully. And that's what it takes, contributing yourself fully, really being there in the moment. Then suppose you went right back to seeing the big tree as being huge, as you see it in its environment. Remembering the leaf, you might notice a few things. For example, nearby trees are smaller. You might notice in the bottom right corner, tiny cars full of people. You can choose to find new meaning in this picture based on what you focus upon. And what you focus on about your next act guides you to pour yourself into what you're doing, daily choosing what's next wisely. In the picture, for example, the sun is shining brightly in a blue sky. That's a whole different aspect of the picture, isn't it? Well, it's like that in your life. How do you see the picture of your life from one day to the next? Some days are better, right? Want more of those? Becoming a better version of yourself often includes noticing and appreciating your picture in another way. When you focus on noticing what's there and on building in meaning by gaining awareness of details you care about, you change your picture. Your perception and focus matter. Awareness changes your picture of yourself and your day a tiny little bit, just enough to make a little bit of room for change. Have you considered shifting the meaning of some of what's in you, guiding you already? Might you do so in simple ways? Much like considering a tree in its environment, and then considering a single leaf, or one flower amongst many. Consider that big tree as a representation of meaning in your life, a metaphor for your next act's success. There are lots of aspects to the picture, so let's keep that tree around a little bit longer. How might you begin building in greater meaning to your life using a simple picture? Consider smaller elements of the picture, shadows on the street and on a nearby concrete sidewalk, a bit of color in some trees, occasional empty branches. Peeking one by one at details allows you to notice more. For example, many trees here have branches full of leaves, empty branches, full branches. Room to notice simple things gives you the space you need to build in greater meaning for this moment and for your day. Homework, write this, and then try it on a walk. Peek at the details around you. Look at one tree up close. Let your gaze go up and then up and up and up. Check out one tree. Allow room for wonder, awe. Rest in the moment of seeing something great and mighty. On your walk, examine whatever is around you. Observe sky, sun, flowers, paths, and people. As you do, you'll start making room for a habit of opening within to draw closer in awareness to yourself. You'll provide a bit of room for a better you to emerge. That's the beginning part of how to make room for a better you to emerge. The next aspect of making room will help you to tackle how to eliminate procrastination. Procrastination, Does that seem like you? Have you ever procrastinated doing something? Anything at all? Human beings often do. Have you found yourself procrastinating about anything significant recently? Let's begin to eliminate procrastination from your life, freeing you to live the life of your dreams without putting off or delaying what matters to you. This is critical to whatever your next act may be, whether it's career, job, creating a business, entering even into some new phase of life. Maybe something horrible has happened. Maybe your health has declined. But you know what? You've got a next act. It's going on right now, and it can begin fresh in this moment. And if you're going, for example, to grow an online business, you've got stuff that you've got to do regularly, habitually, whatever your next act is. Consistent repeats of certain things are going to help you. Let's look into that. Eliminate procrastination? Yes. Let's say you wanted that. One way to begin right now might be to look at yourself and your day in a slightly different way. Change your focus. Change your picture. Dare to peek into the chasm between the version of yourself you want to be and the you who is procrastinating here and now. How might you begin to pour meaning into the gap, that gaping chasm that's there? Let's examine humbly, gently, and slowly inserting meaning in there between you and the action you need to take. In eliminating procrastination, one approach is to consider your needs. Flat out focus on what you need in this moment. Big needs, small needs, micro needs. In fact, this is quite important and useful. So close your eyes a moment. Yes. First, experience your appreciation of this moment with your eyes gently closed. What are you grateful for? Grab 3. Help me here. Dig deep for 3 glad fors. 3 of anyone or anything you're glad for. Only after that, observe your concerns. Notice your state of mind and experience of your body. Breathe. Notice your breath. Breathe and notice yourself in time and space. Breathe out. Whoosh. Breathe in. Now, open your eyes again. What needs did you notice that maybe you've been ignoring? Because it's possible that your body and your mind are simply not quite ready and willing to tackle the task you're putting off or delaying, and what may well require immediate attention. Not quite ready and willing is a state that might be easily adjusted through a little bit of better self-care for your needs here and now. Not quite ready can often be made ready by tiny small things through simple self-care, addressing those needs of yours, preparing you to succeed in your next act, whatever area of your life it might be. It may not be such a gaping chasm between you and those actions you've been procrastinating, though it could feel to be a huge gaping chasm. Feelings can be rooted in fears you can readily overcome by taking care of your needs. You need to be specific in pondering the details of whatever procrastination is in your life. What are a few of the things you've procrastinated on today? Anything? Maybe not. What are some of the details of whatever you've been procrastinating about the past week? Maybe you've pushed stuff out of sight and out of mind. Dare to dig into the details. You see, procrastination is in the details. Procrastination can be dangerous because it can go on from week to week, month after month. What's disturbing you that you've managed to put off for a few weeks, but wish was done? Or what have you delayed these past 3 months? You've got difficult details in your memory. What's shocked you a bit that you've managed to put off for many months or years, but deeply want to be done with already? What if you delayed for too many months? Maybe it's something to do with your health, how much you move, how much you eat. Maybe your doctor has suggested some things to you that you've put out of mind. Maybe there's something in your family that you've been putting off. Maybe there's something in your financial side of things that you've avoided, but you need to deal with. There's a lot of different areas of life. It might be that you've always wanted to start your own business. You haven't gone and learned some of the skills that you're going to need to be using. What have you been delaying, procrastinating, any project? Are there any big delays, valuable stuff you've put off, maybe even intentionally and habitually procrastinated, say for the past 3 to 5 years? In fact, maybe there's one thing that's bugging you most. That's a good place to look. Yes, one thing you want and need results from. Pick something. How would it feel to get that one thing you've been delaying started? Imagine that. Really started, as in underway, joyfully, getting initial teeny tiny tasks going, showing you actual measurable itsy bitsy results. Yes, results. What feelings would change? How would knowing you've gotten started matter to you? How might that free you to apply yourself more fully to your next act, whether it's already in progress or not so much so? Because you can get rid of the icky feelings surrounding your delay. How would that feel? Because your feelings connected with having something in progress, perhaps even showing tiny measurable results. Perhaps those good feelings would replace the icky feelings associated with putting off or delaying what needs to be done. That's what tends to happen. Getting started, progress, they're important. They're that important. You can get rid of that delay. That's an idea. How might you personally in your life test that idea for real now, right now? Well, what's one worth working on? What do you want started? Showing progress. One important thing you've been delaying habitually for a while. One that matters to you. One that you know needs to get done. By the way, having it hanging over you is also delaying you from living the life of your dreams in some way. Yeah, that one. Here's an easier question. What appeals to you as a bridge between here and now and you starting doing that one thing? I mean, you haven't gotten it done for some reason. So let's make room. Simply, perhaps some kind of simple preparation will allow you to feel ready to tackle beginning. And what tiny self-care would refresh you? Your answer is likely to be hidden in your needs that you noticed in that little breathing exercise moments ago. The ones that you allowed yourself to observe right after you thought of 3 glad fors, the people and stuff of here and now that you're grateful to have in your life. You can bridge the gap between procrastination and you starting what you want and need to get progress in and to show results in your life. Addressing your needs is part of the solution. Gaining practice and starting is another aspect. It might be as easy as taking a break. If and only if the break you choose fits what you have as an unmet need in this situation. Let's get some examples going here. I've found that there are times when what works for me is going for a bit of a walk. And I've noticed times when lying down to take a nap works better for me. And yes, I've done both of those today. I guess I walked pretty exactly a mile this morning. And I did take 2 small naps. I have a bit of a trouble with my intestines, and yesterday it did crop up again. Didn't eat much yesterday. Spent a lot of time pressing the toilet. Got into my yogurt today. Ate quite a bit more today. But there's times when I can do a lot more. And there's times when I have to take it in itsy bitsy chunks. Probably you're not facing that limitation. I hope you're not. But there's a lot of limitations in life. And yeah, I've got a lot of others too. But you know what? I've noticed that learning to notice when you need physical activity is part of eliminating procrastination. Yep, it can be that simple. Learning to notice when you're too tired is another part of eliminating procrastination. Yep, it can be that simple too. Observing when you've passed a too tired point can be discovered with a 1-breath test. That simple breathing test we did earlier, it's an example. Your 2 tired points blast away at the possibility of pouring yourself wholeheartedly into the fun tasks of your next act. In all areas of your life, you have a next act. What's next? And it also totally obliterates the necessary, though tedious tasks that come along with not just an online business, with pretty much every part of life. Some tedious parts that you still got to be consistent and persistent with. Being aware and time to do something about it makes a difference. When there are other too much to push now levels you can test as a critical piece of self-care for the you that's here and now. Testing, measuring. These personal testings lead to awareness and self-care that tends to lead to eliminating procrastination. In this ever so busy 24/7 bustling world of any number of available options, folks often rush through the day without pausing to know what their needs may be, without taking care of their own needs. I've been there unsuccessfully. There was one time on a business trip where I needed to get on a plane, so I did. But yeah, I've got this intestinal thing. It kind of works in a lot of different ways, but that day I was vomiting one garbage can after another in this foreign country, going from one to the next, and conserving the bags I had with me, and of course on the plane getting more bags donated to me. But sometimes you got to do what you got to do, but other times you need to pause. That day what I needed to do was move on. Other days I need to walk and climb into bed a bunch of times. Your next act, it can get buried under unmet needs if you don't get that balancing act to fit you. Not to fit other people, but to fit you. Much like an avalanche of snow. What you want can get buried. When your needs are not being met, you begin to lose true readiness, willingness, and eagerness to do what you need to do. By meeting your needs a bit better, even just a little bit better, you can get started on what you're procrastinating. Taking a nap, well, test it out. Walking, napping, these examples help me. It's a starting point if you can't come up with anything else. So look at your day today. Ponder your one thing that you've been delaying. What kind of breaks might help you to be ready to get started? Homework. Choose breaks. Yeah, let's start with the breaks. That's the fun part, right? You ought to be able to do that part easily, readily, even on a busy day. Even when you're tired, you can take a break. Take a break from being tired. Even when you're doing things you don't want to be doing, there's time for a break. So choose breaks. Lots of what would help. Write them down. What would help? Write them down as reminders, as choices. In your one thing you're delaying, write down one simple step that would get that one thing you've been postponing started today. Yep. After choosing breaks, write down one simple step that would get whatever it is you're delaying started. Then take your first spectacular break today. Choose a brief, doable one from your list. Immediately after your special break, do the tiniest part you can imagine for your one step to start the thing you've been procrastinating. When you do, you'll set in motion a critical thing, the momentum we as human beings get from creating habits of starting what's next. Progress. What happens? Well, the momentum you begin to set in play from creating habits of starting what needs to be done next can begin to excite you. Because it's not the break that's rewarding you. No, getting your one thing underway is the reward. The breaks are self-care that prepares your way, that readiness and eagerness I was talking about. Awareness of simple, quick solutions can get you ready and willing to do what you need to do. Your list of breaks paves your way to your simple, quick solution. Your effort and starting part of your next step is the way. Yes, you can keep your list mentally, but if you've not been in the habit yet, it may help to make time to create a getaway list of brief, doable, yet spectacular breaks. In practice, you begin to enjoy what's next. Yes, willing. More than that, eager. As you move into aspects that make a difference for other people, you making a difference. Your work effort rewards you more and more, and your momentum builds up. Because getting results for other people brightens your day and gives you positive feedback, valuable comments, uplifting attention. Long-term, for example, in business, cash too. That's probably true of a lot of areas of your life. Financial investments, career, job, whatever business you're in. Procrastination slips away, giving you gentle, humble, slow self-improvement as you begin to appreciate putting what's next into practice. Your next act becomes clearer and more doable. Appreciation reinforces you doing what's next and making things happen. Your recognition and awareness matters, and it really helps. That's how learning to view your day's picture differently makes room for a better version of you. It can lead you to form a new habit of readily, indeed, willingly and eagerly doing what's next. That's how to eliminate procrastination as one aspect of how to make room for a better you to emerge. Here's how it will solve your need. You'll encourage yourself and spark your excitement to get results, even tiny results, which are the stepping stones for bigger results. Any of life's fierce challenges is a trauma of sorts, even the feel-good kinds of challenges. Research on trauma demonstrates that you've got to stabilize first before reaching for growth. Here's my thought on the research. Even feel-good challenges are a little tiny bit of a trauma. And I believe that one good signal that you've stabilized is your thirst for growth. And how to stop procrastinating is a bit of growth if you've been procrastinating. Another useful thing to observe, research on trauma shows a variety of ways that actual growth decreases distress. Dare to grow. Even the times you'll procrastinate anyway won't be as distressing because you'll have made choices. And you'll see them as breaks rather than as procrastination. You'll see them as choices. As you discover and live the life of your dreams, gently, humbly, slowly, your journey develops your inner strength and you get better at making good choices. As you move forward, you experience in tiny ways living the life of your dreams. You experience growing happening within as you notice measurable results. You experience how genuine positive change does matter as you practice day after day. You dare to begin daily habits and you gain clarity about what's next. There's that path that diverged in the woods. There's been people who have written poems about that, right? Well, I propose helping you with this. I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I invite you to visit me at my website, slowselfimprovement.com. As you do, your actual growth decreases distress, exciting you about doing what you need to be doing, to be living, and not procrastinating. You get support and fuel for your next act. Now, at this point of the training, my guess is that you're thinking one of two things. Either what I just shared with you was not helpful, or what I just taught gave you a breakthrough. So, was this a breakthrough in some way? What was the breakthrough? So, either you realize that what I'm teaching today is just not for you, and if that's the case, then now you know, and it's okay to leave. Or you realize you may want to learn more. Well, I encourage you to visit my website and to subscribe here. Yes, there's more. But today, I just wanted to share that with you today. Thanks so much for being here. This is Cynthia Ann Layton. Let me show you my slide again. How to stop procrastinating humbly. My website is slowselfimprovement.com. My company is Software Enterprise Limited. Again, thank you so much for being here.